Hey, you guys. Marlene from Sappho in the Woods. I am I am on my first day of transformation. I have realized that I cannot change, but I do know how to transform myself into someone else. I am too fat. I want to lose weight and I want to get healthy. And I have a problem with that because I love ice cream, I love butter, I love sweet things and fat things. And it just sticks to me now more than it did before menopause. And I don't want it to. But I have realized that I cannot change my diet just by changing my diet. But I can transform who I am into someone who doesn't want sugar and butter and ice cream any longer. And how do I know that I can do that? I know that I can do that because I did it before. When I was 40 years old, I'm 60 now. When I was 40, I quit a life that was filled with and focused on alcohol. I didn't stop drinking. I did, but I didn't just stop drinking. I walked away from alcohol, from everything related to alcohol, from people who were drinking alcohol, from my wife who drank on the Fridays only, but that was too much for me even. So that life and the social life with the friends I had who were also drinking, who were not necessarily being alcoholics, but alcohol is a very strong social glue in Denmark, in my native country, and I had to walk away from all that because I realized that my alcoholism wasn't only about drinking or not drinking, it was about where my focus in life lay. Now, there are many reasons for people to drink alcohol or to eat too much fattening stuff. There's a lot of comfort in it. There's a lot of childhood transforming into adulthood stuff, problematic stuff connected to it. At least there is in my case. I kind of found myself without sufficient parental guidance when I was 12, 13, growing up. And I had to figure out a lot of things on my own. And I believe that it sticks with me. And a lot of things that I do in life that is even harmful to myself and that I can realize is harmful to myself, I do in a way in defiance. You know, when I eat too much butter and I know I get fat and I get in a danger zone of dying from heart attacks and stuff, I do it in a way that well, nobody's going to tell me what to do. Nobody's gonna, if I want to eat a thick layer of butter on my new baked bread, I will have it because I deserve it and nobody's gonna say no different. It's true, I'm harming myself. And I've always have been harming myself. And for this short term enjoying my from short-term enjoyment and fulfillment, kind of. And I'm going to stop that as of today. As of today, I am making my second big transformation. At 40, I made the transformation from a person focused on alcohol to a person turning her back completely on alcohol and all alcohol related. Not in such a way that I can't be around it. I can be around it. I drink alcohol-free beer. I'm not afraid of the taste of beer. I just know that that's not for me anymore. There's just no alcohol in my life. And quite automatically, over a few years after I did that, um, it kind of started to change out the friend group. So my friends now are people who don't really drink alcohol. But alcohol is there, it's okay, it can be there. I just have absolutely no focus on it, either being there or not being there. It doesn't matter because I have transformed into a person who has absolutely no um, focus on alcohol whatsoever. So I'm going to do that now with nourishment, with the food that I ingest, with the food that I give myself, my body, my future life. I don't want to be as fat as I am. It hurts my knees, it hurts my arteries. It's unhealthy for me. It gives me a bad life. And I don't want a bad life. I want a good life. And I want to be healthy because I have decided I'm going to live until I'm 107, mainly because I feel like I lost quite many years to alcohol. Um, so I want to put them on in the end. But I want to do it as a healthy old person. I don't want to be sick when I'm 70 and obese and not able to walk because my knees are hurting or I can't lift myself up. I want to live in a small van, not only, but I do live in a small house. I do have hard physical labor every day to keep me warm in the house. I make my own firewood, and I have to continue to do that and be able to live a life like that. I have a very young, very strong golden retriever, Sappho dog, who needs her walks and her runs. I'm gonna be able to take long walks with her. I want to be able to swim in the ocean like I do every morning. Now you can see my hair is a little bit chappy. We just got back from swimming in the ocean. And if I don't change my ways, I'm not going to be able to do that in a few years. So I don't want to do that. But I've tried before to change my diet, to start exercising, to start doing my yoga exercises and strength and so. But I can do that, and it lasts me for 2 or 3 months, and then I fall back into the butter, uh, and into the cakes, and into the ice cream, and into indulging in. Well, I do deserve to have deliciousness. I do, but that's not gonna be the short term, in this instant deliciousness any longer. I am going to change myself, transform myself into being the person who takes care of herself, of her 60-year-old self and her 80-year-old self. Because I am going to have a long term happiness and have a balance. I'm not going to be happy all the time. I don't have to. But I'm going to find a level, a balance where I'm just content. Content is enough. Because when you're content and you have this basis of contentment, you can have the peaks of happiness and you can have the lows, but you know that your balance is up here. Contentment level is here, and that's a good place to be. You don't get that by indulging into comforting your soul and your lost childhood persona by feeding it ice cream and butter. I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to find the other things that are delicious, as delicious. I love a good salad. I really do. And I love healthy food. It's just not ever, I've just not ever seen it as my treat. I need the treats, I tell myself. And that person who needs that treat. That's the child, Marlene. And I'm going to put her to bed now. I'm going to say, you're fine. You did good. You came along all the way. I'm getting really tearful now. I'm sorry. But it is really emotional. Because I'm gonna say, okay, 12-year-old Marlene, you did good. You came to adulthood and you made it to 40 on the back of the alcohol horse. But then you put that horse into the stables and became another person. I just turned that alcohol addiction into sugar and fat addiction for 20 years. I'm going to stop that too. I'm going to transform out of that person, that little child, Marlene, needing um, that comfort and needing that hug. It's a butter hug that I have been giving myself because I'm still at 60 lacking that hug and guidance from my mom and my dad who were there but were not present. They had their own life of resentment and disappointment, and they turned to alcohol. So I did too. But they were not there for the child, Marlene, sufficiently when, as long as or as soon as I was 12 or 13. They kind of both independently spiraled down into their disappointment in life. So I needed them, and I guess I still do, but they long gone. They were long gone from my life, and now they have been away from life themselves, both of them, for 20 and 30 years. So I can't reach out and have them comfort me. And I can't comfort myself by fattening myself up any longer. So as of today, I am transforming into a person who does not need this, into a person who wants to be the healthy one. So I'm going to walk away again. Like I walked away from alcohol, I can walk away from sugar and fat. And I'm on my way. And you can do that too. Don't try to change everything around you. You have to change in here. And change so radically that you transform. I'm still my identity. I'm still my personality. But I'm transformed into someone who does not have the focus there, but there. It can be done. And I hope I can do it properly. And I hope you'll come along for the journey. It'll take long. I walk slowly, but I took the first step today. And the next steps are in here, they're in here. And I can do it. I can do it. Year from now, you'll see a slimmer, stronger, healthier me. I'm sure. It's a journey and it's small steps, but I'll do it all the time. I transform. I'll see you transformed and on my way in the next one. Bye bye.